I have been able to grow my natural hair from my scalp all the way down to my hips in just 6 years of being on my natural hair journey. In this video, I am going to be breaking down every single thing that I have been doing in order to achieve this length, from my washing routine down to my protective styles. Welcome to my updated natural hair routine.
Oh, this is clean. This is clean. This is what I mean.
So first things first, we are going to start with my hot oil treatment. I might not need this anymore because I have gotten shampoos that are extremely moisturizing. They don't strip my hair. But habit is habit is habit. I use extra virgin cold pressed coconut oil to do my hot oil treatment. This is actually a cocktail. In here, I have menthol crystals, I have rosemary oil, castor oil, and neem oil, which is an anti-parasitic. I apply this to my hair on my protective styles, mostly protective styles that I do not use extensions on. I let it sit for about 2 hours with heat or overnight if I have time. When I am done letting it sit and my hair has absorbed everything, I go in with my moisturizing shampoo. For years now, I have been using Head and Shoulders, and if you have been watching me for a while now, you know that I am a Head and Shoulders stan. But I found this brand new addition to my hair care routine, my hair care product collection, and that is this rejuvenating shampoo from Lush. This, first of all, smells like fruit wine, and it is very good at lathering. It has sodium lauryl sulfate. It has sulfate, so you know you are getting very good clean. And last but not the least, it does not strip the hair. I just wish that maybe they could have put a label somewhere on the bottle that says moisturizing / conditioning shampoo, because this really do be moisturizing and conditioning. When I am shampooing my hair, I go in with a scalp scrub / brush. In the past, I was using this very abrasive scalp scrub and I thought that I was doing the most until I found this scalp scrub that has silicone tips. This is the best. I can actually pour my shampoo into this brush and get into really hard to get into places. And if you don't have this, you can get this on Temu. It's very affordable. I can't remember how much I got it, and normally I would have gotten a spare because it is so affordable. After the shampoo process, we are going to go in with my deep conditioner. But first, I want to talk about the detangling conditioner, or the detangler conditioner from Lush. I was so impressed with all the products that I got from the brand. On the screen, you will see the battalion of products that I got from them, about 6 deep conditioners, 4 to 6 leave-in conditioners, a whole lot of shampoos are on their way, like 10 bottles of the shampoos. They are ultra nourishing hair food. I am telling you, these people make high quality products for cheap. Anyway, the detangling conditioner. My plan was not to get this. My plan was to get the deep conditioner, but apparently it is difficult to find the deep conditioner outside the internet. I had to buy the deep conditioner on their website, hence the reason I got so many containers of it. So because I couldn't find the conditioner in real life, I had to settle for the detangling conditioner. Works very, very well as a conditioner, but the deep conditioner is way better as an intense moisture mask. This detangling conditioner is also very slippery. If I had a hand in their marketing name, I would have called the detangling conditioner a detangling milk, because the texture and consistency is extremely milky. This I don't use anymore since I got the deep conditioner. I am going to be using this to wash out my henna hair mask, and I know that my hair will love me for it. So if you do henna hair mask as well, I suggest you get the detangling conditioner. If you detangle your hair before you wash it, especially after protective styles, the detangling conditioner is also a good option. I use my Olaplex to detangle my hair when I'm done with a protective style, hence the reason why this was not particularly needed or wanted in my hair care routine. But now that I have it, I can definitely use it for my henna hair treatments. After the deep conditioning routine, I'm going to expatiate more on this deep conditioner. I do my hair care routine on my braids 95.992% of the time. When I first applied this deep conditioner to my braids, I let it sit for about 15 minutes. My hair was okay, but it felt like the conditioner was sitting on my head because the conditioner is very thick. It's creamy, but it's the creamy kind of thick. So the second time I used the deep conditioner, I brought in heat. I used my inflatable hair bonnet attachment dryer, whatever it's called, to introduce heat into the deep conditioning process. And I deep conditioned my hair for about 30 minutes. When I rinsed the hair, I finally understood what the type 4 girls were saying about this deep conditioner. And by type 4 girls, I mean the ones in real life, the ones that I've spoken to about it, because I don't think you'll see anybody talking about this online. I was like, yes, my hair felt like an irony. It felt soft and strong at the same time. It felt strengthened and taken care of at the same time. I was like, the Lord is good. This, I got, like I said, 6 containers of the 500 milligram, that is half a liter containers. A little of this container, my people, goes a long way. I have used this 2 times, and in the container I can barely tell a difference. I can predict that this container will get me 8 to 10 uses. And remember what I said in the intro, I have hip length hair. So that is very, and let me talk to you about the price. On the website, this costs 1,999 naira. Shipping is free if you buy products over 15,000 naira. This is not an ad. I have been emailing Lush for several months now, requesting for affiliate links because I bought so many products from their website, from their company, that I should own shares. But they have not yet responded to my emails. If any of the Lush team is watching this, I sent you guys a proposal for a brand collaboration. I also sent you guys several emails requesting for affiliate links because the affiliate links that you guys put on your website is a bit confusing. And last but not the least, I also sent an entry form to become your Lush pink celebrity. Yes, I want to be a hashtag Lush pink princess because pink is my favorite color and this brand is my favorite brand. We rinsed out the conditioner. The hair is primed and ready for the leave-in conditioner. If I was to rate Lush hair care products from 1 to whatever number, the leave-in conditioner is number 1, number 1.5, number 0, number 0.5, and so on. Words cannot begin to express how I love this leave-in conditioner. Again, a little goes a long way. Instant softness and conditioning. Very slippery, so you can use this to detangle your hair as well. Very creamy, and it is also pink. Also has hydrolysic protein for this fortification of your hair strands and elasticity. Has amla, hibiscus, and rooibos oil. I don't really care about those other ingredients, but this leave-in conditioner, I am telling you now, hands down the best leave-in conditioner I have ever used in my life, both natural and relaxed, and also the most affordable. I got the big container. I got like 2 or 3 of it, because it is that good. Once I'm done moisturizing my hair with the leave-in conditioner, I go in with the ultra nourishing hair food. The reason why I got this is because I refuse to be the only one that Lush has been bombarding with the ad of the hair food range. Ultra nourishing hair food, infused with shea butter, vitamin E, and placenta. I got this because I normally use shea butter to lock in my hair whenever I moisturize it. So I was like, since this has shea butter, let's copy it. So I got the small container first just to see if I liked it, because I've tried other hair foods in the past and I was not a big fan, hence the reason I don't owe anyone. I applied this hair food to my hair after the leave-in conditioner. My hair had an injection of extra softness. The moisture stayed in my hair for an entire week. Normally when I use my leave-in conditioner and then lock it in with raw shea butter, even this my Lush leave-in conditioner, I would have to repeat that moisturizing routine again in the middle of the week, like a Wednesday on it or a Thursday. But with this, I did not need to moisturize my hair again for that entire week until it was time for me to wash it. For that reason, I did away with my raw shea butter, which people should not be using straight on their hair because it's a bit difficult to absorb. The hair finds it a bit difficult to absorb. People tend to whip the shea butter with other things to make it more malleable and manipulative. But when you get the hair ultra nourishing hair food, you bypass all those things. This is grease, definitely, because it has mineral oil, paraffinium liquidum, and the rest of them. But shea butter, placenta, and vitamin E really came and delivered what they were supposed to deliver. After moisturizing my hair with all these things, I put my hair in a protective style. My protective style of choice is always my mini braids, because this is what I know how to do and do well, and it leaves me looking neat and tidy. Once I'm done putting it into my protective style, I grab my scissors and I trim off or dust off any scraggly pieces. The trim is done. I grab my Luo Days hair repair serum, which is a silicone based serum that also has hydrolysyl protein, argan oil, coconut oil, and macadamia nut oil. This is for extra lubrication and shine. With this Luo Days hair serum, when I was using it to lock in everything with the shea butter, with the raw shea butter and my leave-in conditioner, this was what was actually helping my hair to stay moisturized for 3 days. And when I actually tested the ultra nourishing hair food with the leave-in conditioner, the oil was not in the picture. So this actually takes my hair from very moisturized to moisturized on steroids. That is my whole hair care routine with the hair care products. For my nighttime routine, I use silk or satin to protect my hair from losing moisture. I have silk and satin scrunchies. I have polyester/satin do-rag, and I also have mulberry silk pillowcases. All these things I use to ensure that my hair stays less frizzy and more moisturized. For my hair treatments, I use Olaplex. Olaplex number 3 hair perfector. So at the beginning of using this on my protective styles, I used it every week for 2 weeks. Now I use it every 2 weeks, basically twice a month. Then the last hair treatment I do is my henna hair treatment. This is a treatment that I have a love and hate relationship with because it works. It helps with color vibrancy, it helps to fortify my strands, but it is so messy to make, so messy to apply, so messy to rinse out. I have been using this for 6 good years now because I started using it from day one of my natural hair journey, and I am still not used to the mess. Let's talk about supplements that I'm taking. In previous videos where I talked about going on a hair growth challenge, I talked about supplements that I would take to ensure that my health was up to par with my routine. I talked about taking iron, cod liver oil, and multivitamins. Now, I didn't get the iron because I was like, if I'm anemic, let me go and get blood promoting food and fruits, which I did. The anemic feeling did pass, and in support of that, I actually got a multivitamin that had ferrous in it. Iron ferrous, this is for iron supplementation as well, but it was in a very small dose. Once I'm done taking the multivitamin, I might not take it again. The supplements that I take for now that will always be in my routine is the cod liver oil, because I don't eat fish and I am aware that we need the nutrients for fish. The omega fatty acids, the vitamin D, the vitamin A. But if you don't eat fish like me, I would prefer that you get the fish oil supplement instead of cod liver oil. Cod liver oil has a higher concentration of vitamin D and vitamin A than its omega fatty acids, while fish oil is the reverse. That is the case. It has a higher concentration of omega fatty acids than vitamin D and vitamin A. Vitamin D and vitamin A are not very difficult to get. I am making do with what's available to me, which is the cod liver oil, but if I see the fish oil, best believe that I am getting it and replacing it with the cod liver oil. Second supplement I'm taking is the B complex vitamin. I am taking this because I have adopted this new routine where for 3 days in every month I am going to go on a no food water fast. So one of the things that I need for this type of lifestyle or this type of routine is B complex to ensure that my energy stays balanced instead of low. I want to elaborate more on my protective styles. When I wear my hair in my braids, this gives me the room to also wear my wigs. But 2 to 3 times a year, I get my braids done with extensions. For several years now, I've been using different extension brands, mostly Lush and Darling. So I am also going to put on the screen some of my go-to hairstyles whenever I use extensions. I massage my scalp. This is for scalp care. I massage my scalp twice a day using minoxidil 5% at night, and the original one is from Kirkland. If you want to get minoxidil on Jumia, please read the reviews to make sure you are getting the original one, because I feel like sellers are taking the containers of the Kirkland 5% minoxidil and putting something else in there and selling it off as minoxidil. I will even try to put a review on the site on the particular seller where I got the original Kirkland from. Then the second thing I use in massaging my scalp, I use this in the morning, and that is this East Moon 5% minoxidil. Ignore that 5% minoxidil on the container. It is not 5% minoxidil. The ingredient list has no minoxidil in sight. It doesn't smell like minoxidil. What I feel this is polygonal multiflorin, and this is also known as Chinese 40 or Hishowu. Based on my research, is like the minoxidil for China. And I mentioned in one of my previous videos that I was also going to start working out, which I have been doing, living a healthy lifestyle plus the hair care routine. Hopefully when I take down my 2-month-old protective hairstyle, and I know I will see results because my hair care routine has been routine. Well, that's it for this video, guys. If you liked, subscribe so that you are notified every single time I upload a new video. Love you guys and choose.